We've all experienced it, that sudden, unsettling feeling of nausea that seems to come out of nowhere. Maybe you're at work, at school, or even relaxing at home, and suddenly your stomach starts to churn. You feel uneasy, your appetite disappears, and you know something isn't right. This is often followed by an urgent, almost desperate need to be near a bathroom. The discomfort can be overwhelming, and it can strike anyone, at any time, regardless of age or lifestyle. Stomach bugs, as we commonly call them, are a frequent problem, especially in India, where we live in close-knit communities, share meals, and interact daily in crowded spaces. These bugs can spread quickly, affecting not just individuals, but entire families or groups. But have you ever heard of norovirus? It's not just any stomach bug. It's one of the most contagious viruses that can cause stomach and intestinal inflammation, leading to symptoms like vomiting, diarrhea, and stomach cramps. Norovirus is a leading cause of these sudden stomach upsets. Knowing about it, how it behaves, and how it spreads can be your first and most important step in staying healthy and preventing outbreaks in your home or community. In this video, we'll tell you everything you need to know about norovirus, what exactly it is, how it spreads so easily, the symptoms to watch out for, and most importantly, practical steps you can take to protect yourself and your loved ones. Let's get started and learn how to keep your family safe. Norovirus is a virus, a very tiny germ that causes inflammation in the stomach and intestines. This inflammation is what leads to the unpleasant symptoms of vomiting and diarrhea. What makes norovirus so contagious is its ability to spread very easily from person to person. Even tiny particles of the virus, too small to see, can cause infection. This means that even if someone doesn't look or feel sick, they can still carry and spread the virus. Imagine this. A young child at school, full of curiosity, reaches out to play with a colorful toy. Unbeknownst to them, the toy was just handled by another child who is carrying norovirus. Moments later, the child absent-mindedly puts their fingers in their mouth, giving the virus a direct route into their body. This simple, everyday action is one of the most common ways norovirus can begin its journey from one person to another. Or picture this. A family member, in a rush, leaves the bathroom and heads straight to the kitchen to prepare a meal, forgetting to wash their hands thoroughly. If their hands are contaminated, the virus can easily transfer to the food being prepared, putting everyone who eats it at risk of infection. This scenario happens more often than we realize, especially in busy households or public places. These are just two examples, but in reality, norovirus can spread in countless ways. Every day, people interact in public spaces, touching door handles, elevator buttons, and shared surfaces. Each touch is an opportunity for the virus to move from one person to the next, often without anyone noticing. The virus is incredibly resilient, able to survive on surfaces like doorknobs, utensils, and toys for days at a time. This means that even if you don't come into direct contact with an infected person, you can still pick up the virus from objects they've touched. Children playing together, families sharing meals, and co-workers using the same office equipment. All of these situations can contribute to the spread. Norovirus can also contaminate food and water, making its way into our bodies when we eat or drink. Eating food prepared by someone with unwashed hands or drinking water that has been exposed to the virus are both common ways people become infected. The risk is especially high in places like schools, restaurants, and care facilities, where many people share the same spaces and resources. That's why practicing good hygiene, especially regular and thorough hand washing with soap and water, is absolutely essential in preventing the spread of norovirus. By making hand washing a habit, before eating, after using the bathroom, and after touching shared surfaces, we can protect ourselves and those around us from this highly contagious virus. How do you know if you have norovirus? Well, the symptoms are usually quite clear, and honestly, they often appear quite suddenly. The most common ones are nausea, vomiting, and watery diarrhea. You might also experience stomach cramps, fever, headache, and body aches. While these symptoms are definitely unpleasant, they usually only last for a couple of days. However, it's really essential to stay hydrated by drinking plenty of fluids, especially if you're experiencing vomiting or diarrhea. Preventing norovirus might seem daunting at first, especially when you think about all the ways germs can spread in a busy household. But the good news is, you don't need to overhaul your entire lifestyle or invest in expensive products to make a real difference. You know, it really comes down to practicing good hygiene every single day. Simple habits, when done consistently, can have a huge impact on your family's health and well-being. The most important step is frequent and thorough hand washing. This means not just a quick rinse, but really taking the time to clean your hands properly, making sure every part is washed. Always remember to wash your hands after using the toilet, after changing diapers, and before you start preparing any food. It's also a good idea to wash up after coming in from outside or after handling pets. Imagine you're preparing a delicious meal for your family, everyone gathered in the kitchen, excited to eat together. The first step to keeping everyone safe starts before you even touch the food. Before you even touch the ingredients, pause for a moment. Think about all the places your hands have been throughout the day. Just take a moment to wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Sing a short song or count to make sure you're washing long enough. Make sure to scrub between your fingers, under your nails, and even the backs of your hands. These are spots where germs love to hide, so don't rush this step. This simple act, repeated throughout the day, can make a world of difference in preventing norovirus and other illnesses from spreading in your home. By making hand washing a family habit, you're taking a powerful step toward a healthier, happier household.